God still moves. God still moves in the heart of his children. God still moves. He does not sleep, nor does he slumber. God still moves. God still moves. Yes, God still moves. Sometimes it doesn't seem like he is, but he is. And I think of Joseph. I'm doing a Bible study right now on Joseph with a group of ladies, and I've just really been thinking about, him sitting in prison. Well, first when they threw him in the pit, and then he gets, sold as a slave, and then he is in charge of Potiphar's house, and then he gets falsely accused and thrown in prison and is there for a long time. Then he interprets dreams, and he asks the man to remember him, and the man forgets him, and so he's in prison even longer. And I am quite sure that he felt like God wasn't moving for him. He had to have days where he felt like that, God had forgotten him. But the truth is, God was there and God was moving every single second. And it may not have looked like it or seemed like it to Joseph at the time, but God was orchestrating his whole plan. He was moving every moment. He was taking people out of positions, putting people into positions, opening doors, making ways, all for Joseph to be able to save his people during the time of famine. Not just Joseph's family, but all the people. He was making provision the whole time. And so it seemed like God wasn't moving, God wasn't there, but he was. He was there every single second. So even when I just was, thinking in my life, even when I don't feel him moving, or I think he's not moving, and I'm very impatient, so most of the time I'm like, hurry up, you're not moving fast enough. Especially if I have like a certain situation that I'm praying about and that I really want fixed, and it seems like nothing's changing, then I'm like, okay, you're not doing anything. But the truth is, he is doing something. He's doing something every single second, even when I can't see him doing it or feel him doing it, even when I feel like he's far away, no matter what it is. But he really is moving, like, all the time, and he's moving for our good all the time, even when it doesn't seem like it. Because we can't see the end. We can't see the big picture. He's the only one that can see the big picture, and he knows what he's doing. And it looks like to us sometimes that everything's out of control, and it's crazy, and things might not be going the way we want them to. But the truth is, he's really just orchestrating and making his, making provision for us, opening doors, all the while we think that he's not, he really is. And then one day we see it. It's really had me thinking. Doing the Bible study has just really gripped my heart. It made me look at Joseph in a different way, because he hadn't done anything wrong. When he was falsely accused, he had been an upright man, he had been faithful, and he still went through this punishment and was thrown into prison, and suffered. But even in that, he was faithful. He rose to the top every time. And so just always know that even when it seems like he's far away and he's not doing anything, really he's working. He's making ways He's meeting needs, all kinds of things. And it's all to our good. So at the end of the day, we're going to look back on different things in our life, and we're going to see exactly why we walked that road, and exactly what his plan was, and exactly how he was orchestrating things, making ways for us, meeting needs for us. It's not easy. Definitely don't always understand, and I'm sure there were things that Joseph, never understood why he had to suffer all of his good years. I mean, he was 17 when he was thrown in the pit. That's my son Isaiah's age, and he stayed there not in the pit, but he stayed suffering all of those, what we consider healthy good years. But apparently that's not always how God looks at it. And because he had a great work for him to do, and blessed him abundantly, and restored his family to him, all kinds of things. So check out the story of Joseph in the Bible and think on it. God is good. He's faithful, and he is with us every single second. Every single second. Have a great day.